What's up, Chop On Nation? We live and breathe winning, we demand the division title, but I need to ask you, point blank, are you truly locked in on the timing of this move? Do you understand the urgency of the deal that just dropped into our lap? To dominate the National League East again, our bullpen can't have holes. It needs to be an impenetrable wall that protects every advantage our lineup earns. We know the power of our offense, but the soul of the season is tested in the late innings. And that is exactly why the breaking news out of Atlanta smells like a high-stakes, surgical all-in move that only the great teams make. A risky move? Perhaps. An absolutely necessary move to plug the hole? No doubt. Management just shook up the 40-man roster, and the priority is clear. Reinforce the depth of the pitching staff. Prepare for the drama unfolding right now. Anthony Molina is packing his bags, heading down to AAA Gwinnett, and the reason is singular: the immediate arrival of Ian Hamilton. The Braves have finalized a one-year non-guaranteed contract with the 30-year-old right-handed pitcher. This puts insane instant pressure on the arm that just came out of the Yankees system. Who is Ian Hamilton? He is the pitcher who was non-tendered after spending the last 2 months of 2025 in AAA, but he is also the arm that, over 150 and one-third innings across 6 major league seasons, boasts an ERA of 3.59 with a 1.28 whip. More importantly, he is the guy who, in 2023, had a filthy season with a 2.64 ERA and a strikeout rate of 28.9%. Now, the survival game truly begins. With Raisel Iglesias, Robert Suarez, Dylan Lee, and Aaron Bummer practically guaranteed roster spots, Hamilton goes into spring training with a life-or-death mission: steal one of the few remaining bullpen spots. It's a non-guaranteed contract, folks, which means he has to prove he is the arm we deserve. He has to be better than Joel Payamps, Danny Young, Bryce Elder, Grant Holmes, Jose Suarez, and Joey Wentz, who are also fighting for a spot with no minor league options left. If Hamilton is included in the opening day roster, he is in, and we will have control over him through salary arbitration eligibility until 2028. But if he fails, the Braves will have to remove him from the 40-man roster, which will require a trade or a designation for assignment. He has no margin for error. He is the high-risk gamble that could be the key to yet another division title. We are about to find out if this move will keep us on top. Let's get to the news and all the details of the risk Atlanta is taking. The Atlanta Braves front office never rests, and that's exactly how we like it. The path to another National League East title and World Series glory is paved with depth and surgical moves. We just saw another smart play by the front office that reinforces our team's always-win mentality. The focus now is the bullpen, the relentless search for arms that can sustain the crushing strength of our offense. The offense that makes the chop on vibrate in Atlanta is the absolute priority. The hot news is the arrival of right-handed pitcher Ian Hamilton. This is a one-year, non-guaranteed contract, a low-risk, high-upside move, exactly what the Braves love in their roster construction philosophy. Hamilton, 30, is a 6-season MLB veteran and comes from a volatile but flash-filled stint with the New York Yankees. The volatility was reflected at the end of the 2025 season, where he was demoted and spent the last 2 months in AAA. But don't be fooled by that late demotion. When he was in the major leagues in 2025, he tossed 40 innings across 36 appearances, recording a 4.28 ERA. An acceptable number, but what really grabs attention is his strikeout capability, punching out 42 batters. That's virtually a strikeout per inning. The arm still has the power we are looking for. What is truly exciting and shows the vision of the Braves: management is the upside they saw in Hamilton. In 2023, his best season, he was dominant in the New York uniform. Hamilton locked down a fantastic 2.64 ERA and, crucially for a team seeking elite relievers, posted an insane strikeout rate, K rate, of 28.9%. This is the Ian Hamilton the Braves expect to reclaim. Looking at his entire 6-season career, his overall numbers are solid. a 3.59 ERA, and a WHIP, walks plus hits per inning pitched, of 1.28 over 150 and one-third innings. He is not a project. He is a proven reliever who just needs to rediscover consistency. For Hamilton to have a chance, the 40-man roster needed space, and the one who paid the price for roster depth was fellow right-handed pitcher Anthony Molina, who was optioned to Triple-A Gwinnett. This is the reality of the high-level competition the Braves enforce. Now, the real battle begins in spring training. The Braves' bullpen has unquestionable pillars ready for battle. Closer Raisel Iglesias, Robert Suarez, lefty Dylan Lee, and Aaron Bummer. 4 spots practically locked down. Hamilton's arrival intensifies the competition for the remaining spots, and this is where his non-guaranteed contract becomes a sporting drama of extremely high risk and reward. Hamilton will fight against a wall of relievers who are out of minor league options. Think about it. The competition list is intense. Joel Payamps, Danny Young, Bryce Elder himself, who may start the season in the bullpen depending on the starting rotation. Grant Holmes, Jose Suarez, and Joey Wentz. All these guys, if they don't make the opening day roster, will have to be exposed to waivers or traded. The Braves simply cannot keep everyone, and the front office is forcing maximum competition to ensure the 9 best arms are ready for open day in pursuit of the 9th consecutive division title. It's a master stroke to extract the best from everyone and assemble an iron bullpen, as demanded by our history of winning. The non-guaranteed nature of Hamilton's contract means he has to prove his worth immediately in spring training. His salary is only guaranteed if he is included in the main roster. If he is cut by the 16th day of spring training, he only receives minimum severance. But if he makes the team, the impact is massive, not just for 2026. The Braves gain control over him for a long period through salary arbitration eligibility until 2028. That is a potential quality reliever controlled for 4 more seasons for an extremely low initial investment. That is the Braves' DNA, finding value where no one else looks, building the future while winning today. The mindset is simple and the only one we know: chop on. We need a relentless bullpen, matching the strength of our offense, and Hamilton brings strikeout upside and 6 years of MLB experience. He is a calculated gamble that elevates the level of internal competition and could give us a dominant setup weapon if he recovers his 2023 form. Stay tuned. The battle for bullpen spots will be the main storyline of spring training. Winning is the goal, and every move like this gets us closer to the World Series. This is it, Braves Nation. Another surgical move by Alex Anthopoulos, the GM who doesn't mess around, seeking depth and risky talent with gigantic potential returns. Ian Hamilton is not the headline signing that shakes the chop on in the stands, but he is the kind of intelligent move that sustains a dynasty hunting for the World Series, maintaining our division dominance. What the Braves brought to Atlanta is a right-handed reliever with a career ERA of 3.59 and a WHIP of 1.28 over 150 major league innings, solid numbers that show he can be effective when healthy and in rhythm. But what really jumps out is the 2023 season, when Hamilton had a 2.64 ERA and an impressive strikeout rate of 28.9% with the Yankees. True filthy stuff that dismantled American League hitters. This is the Hamilton we need, the one who injects gas into the middle of our bullpen. The reality of 2025 was more challenging for him, ending in Triple-A, and the 4.28 ERA over 40 major league innings shows that oscillation, which explains why he was non-tendered. But the critical point is the 1-year, non-guaranteed contract. This is pure calculated risk from Anthopoulos. Hamilton costs us nothing if he doesn't work out, but if he recaptures the 2023 magic, we will have a high-impact arm for a bargain. The fight for a bullpen spot will be brutal, which is great for us, the fans who only accept victory. We have the guaranteed anchors, the locks that form the backbone. Raisel Iglesias, an elite closer who had his $16 million one-year contract extended. Dylan Lee, a fundamental lefty who avoided arbitration with a $1.025 million agreement, and our new lefty, Aaron Bummer, who renewed his 2-year contract, valued at $13 million for the 2025 and 2026 seasons. In addition, the news mentions Robert Suarez, but it is vital to stress that he opted out of his contract with the Padres for 2025, which means he is on the market and not guaranteed on our squad, further emphasizing the need for depth. With these 4 relievers already locked in, few spots remain, likely 3 or 4, and the competition will be fierce. The decision to option right-handed pitcher Anthony Molina to AAA Gwinnett was the first pragmatic move to open space on the 40-man roster. Now, Hamilton enters the competition with a group of veterans out of minor league options such as Joel Payamps, Danny Young, Bryce Elder, Grant Holmes, Jose Suarez, and Joey Wentz. The pressure is entirely on Hamilton. Because he has a non-guaranteed contract, he desperately needs to show his worth in spring training. If he doesn't make the opening day roster, he will have to be moved off the 40-man roster via trade or waivers. But if he is one of the selected, the contract becomes guaranteed. And most importantly, the Braves will maintain control over him through salary arbitration eligibility until 2028. This means that if he breaks out, we will have a quality reliever under cost control for years. Management is covering all bases, searching for hidden value. We want more than just winning the division. Our goal is the Fall Classic, and for that, we need a bullpen that doesn't surrender runs in the critical moments of the playoffs. The gamble on Hamilton is a chance to add a potential high-leverage arm without spending fortunes or losing prospects. It's the search for that pitcher who dominates the batter with strikeouts. Exactly what we saw in 2023. This is the mentality of a team that always expects victory. It's the Braves culture. Let's chop on. We've seen that the Braves don't mess around. Management maintained a strong foundation, and key reinforcements have arrived to crown our dominance in the NL East, a division we control with a historic title streak. 6 straight is not luck. It's the strength of an offense that executes the chop on to perfection. The objective is clear: the World Series. Thank you, Chop On Nation. We need your opinion. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any urgent analysis, and leave a comment. Do you think this lineup has the staff to bring the Commissioner's Trophy to Atlanta? We want to know what the real fan thinks.